Everybody here today has a love story. Some are long, others short. Some are yet to be written, while others are just getting to the good parts. And whilst every love story is beautiful, Paul and Litsa's favourite story began at 11:52 p.m. on the 13th of July 2018 at the Hotel Cotes in Paris. Paul remembers vividly the exact moment as he was counting down the minutes to midnight, the start of his 50th birthday. Paul had been encouraged by a friend to approach a group of ladies to introduce himself, and as he sat down next to Litsa, he opened with a simple hi. In the smallest gestures, immense possibilities unfold, and thus began a 4-hour conversation of everything and anything: politics, family, work, life choices, passions, music, 80s movies. As time in the room literally melted away, both Litsa and Paul's friends leaving until they were the last. Litsa offered Paul a ride back to his hotel. They kissed goodnight, and as Paul walked away, after 10 steps, he turned around, ran back to the car for that one last kiss, and their lives have never been the same since. Fast forward to when Paul, who had made the easiest decision of his life, was about to ask the most exciting question that he would ever have to ask. He organised a driver to take them on a tour of all the spots that were meaningful to them in Paris. As they reminisced and drank champagne, before heading to the Eiffel Tower and up to the Jules Verne restaurant. Before the meal, they decided to head out onto the private observation platform to admire the view. And as they took in the incredible vista, Paul handed Litsa a jewellery box and said, "I have a surprise for you." She opened it up to see 2 onion rings. Now finally realising that, just like Homer Simpson to Marge, Paul was about to propose. By that time, Paul was down on one knee and said, "Litsa, I'd like to ask you to marry me." Smiling in joy, Litsa responded with, "I'd like to say yes." They had a big hug and kiss as the whole crowd on the next observatory platform erupted with applause. Paul and Litsa went inside to celebrate with a beautiful dinner, and today we are all here to help them celebrate their decision to live together as husband and wife. Dearest friends and family of Paul, Litsa, and Gordon, Stan, Ginge, Thea, Delphine, Costas, Athena, and Philos, who all unfortunately couldn't make it here today, you have all come together on this beautiful summer afternoon at this magnificent location to share with them this very special moment in their lives. A guest list is never easy to write, so if you are here today, it's because you truly mean something special to Paul and Litsa, and they are honoured and they are delighted that you can all be here to witness and to partake in this most joyous and intimate of occasions. And a very special thanks to all those that have had to travel from far and wide to be here today. Hello everybody and welcome. My name is Luke Firth and I have the honour and the pleasure of officiating this ceremony. While I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages, to streamline today's ceremony and to respect Litsa and Paul's needs to have their marriage legally registered in France, we will leave the legal bits for them to handle upon their return from their honeymoon, and today we get to celebrate their relationship and the commitment that they are making to each other. Today is a wonderful occasion filled with hopes, dreams and excitement. Litsa and Paul, it is your love that has brought us together today. We are all here to help celebrate that love and to recognise and to witness your decision to journey forward in your lives as a wife and as a husband. It is easy for everyone to be very excited about their ceremony today, and the thing to be really excited about is their actual marriage. Their marriage is a formal statement of the feelings and the emotions that bind these two together. It is not marriage that binds, but the love, the respect, and the enjoyment which these two people clearly share. Paul and Litsa are in love. They believe that true love is striving to make the other happy, both becoming better versions of themselves because of it, like giving up the final bite of a delicious meal or the final sip of an amazing wine. Oh, that's love. And it is unconditional accepting someone unreservedly, without judgment, because to you they are imperfectly perfect, even if they are way better at you know. They have asked that I read this passage as it encapsulates what they believe love to be. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It is not rude, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. And now these three remain, faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love. These two, they delight in each other's company, whether that is wandering the streets of Paris, Boston, or somewhere else in the world, exploring restaurants, cafes, museums, and parks, to taking care of all those cats and curling up on the couch watching some Golden Girls. It doesn't matter where they are or what they are doing, as long as they are together. Paul and Litsa, you would not have come to this point today unless you had already pledged yourselves, your love, and your loyalty to one another. In that sense, this ceremony is just a public declaration of those promises that you always make to each other. For Paul and Litsa, marriage is a celebration of their love and their devotion to each other, the ultimate commitment of honesty, trust, and teamwork. It's officially the beginning of an even stronger and more wonderful friendship, adventure, and life together, creating new memories as they commence this next chapter in their lives, where they get to learn even more and more about each other and to work together to achieve their individual and their shared goals. Today, they are publicly professing their love and their fidelity in front of you all, the people that they hold the most dear, knowing that there is one person in this world that no matter what life throws at them, they can turn to and know that they will be supported and loved for the rest of their lives. So Litsa and Paul ask that you all witness their lifelong commitment to one another today, to witness their promises to respect and to support one another through the good times and the bad, to keep choosing each other again and again at each new stage in life.
Now we're going to do your vows, okay? So just grab yours. For me to hold it for you, can we both take a step that way?
Litsa, my love, there were so many surprises the night we met. I was surprised you were Australian. You were stunned, very stunned, 3 times that I just turned 50. We both were amazed that we connected over the 1980s movie Dirty Dancing. But the biggest surprise, at least for me, is the thing about you that I love the most. Your compassion for animals is legendary, and it inspired me to open my heart and adopt a similar lifestyle. Mostly vegan, except for croissants. We are now simpatico with respect to animal rights and rescues. We've grown our kitty family to a massive herd known as the Great Eight, and we're just getting started. Bring out more cats, dogs, goats, maybe a couple kangaroos. She'll be right, Rhea. Sorry. Litsa, my love, there's so many other things I love about you and us. I love your kindness, your generosity, your support, your brilliant mind, and how we help and challenge each other intellectually, your pretty face, your smile, your laugh, your touch, your mannerisms, and even those geeky glasses I keep telling you need to get replaced. I love your soul and how spiritual you are without the need to put a label on it. I love that you're patient when I'm distracted, which is a blessing with somebody with ADHD. Huh? I love that we find joy in something as fancy as an afternoon tea or as simple as a rerun of Frasier. I love that you're such a gracious loser in Uno. Above it all, I love what a genuinely good person you are, as evidenced by your compassion for animals. You're a little ripper. And to steal a quote from my dad and referring to my mom, you're without question the finest person I've ever met. Speaking of Dad, I love how much you loved and cared for him. He loved you too very much. And he loved the way you said, water. Our mom never got a chance to meet you, but she's here now, beaming and welcoming you with a big spiritual hug. She's saying to my dad, our dad, he did all right, Ed. He married up, just like you. She's also thrilled. Yeah, that's a good one, right? She's also thrilled that I'm joining such a classy and carry Aussie family, and so am I. My love, I have 9 vows for you to honor each of the grade 8, our cats, and 1 for Moon. For Gordon, I'll be by your side, treating you as my ultimate person, gazing into your eyes with adoration, and saying wow wow when I want to get your attention. Wow. For Ginge, I'll keep you well fed. This could be an impossible burger, an empathetic ear, or a kind word. For Stan, I'll strive to be present and really hear you. I'll honor, respect, and listen to you. Unlike my grandfather, my mantra will not be, honey, you're right. It'll be, honey, let's talk about it. For Dorothea, I'll save you from as much hurt as I can, and I'll love and protect our human and feline families. For Delphine, I'll continue to bring a cheeky sense of humor to the relationship, and I'll be just a little bit naughty. For Costas, I'll approach us with a sense of wonder and innocence. I'll turn the water faucet off so it doesn't flood our apartment again. For Athena, I'll love and respect your uniqueness and individuality and see our differences as an opportunity to grow. For Philos, I'll be your friend, confidant, and cheerleader. In the best of times and during our hardest days, I'll cuddle with you, kiss you, and massage your head until you purr. For Moon, I'll look beyond and go beyond to seek ways to deepen our soul connection. And I'll love you to the moon and back again. I'll close by saying, in 3 languages, Mon amour, merci beaucoup de m'avoir choisi. Efaristo, terima kasih. I love you more than the best hot croissant, and I'm thrilled to be your husband.
Perfect. Thank you.
Paul, do you promise to be Litsa's best friend, her faithful partner, and her one true love?
I do.
And do you promise to forever be there, to laugh with Litsa, to lift her up when she is down, and to love and to support her through all of your adventures in life together?
I do.
My dear Paul, I write for a living, so putting together these vows should have been an easy job for me, but it wasn't. How can I squeeze years of love, adventure, fun, intercontinental cat rescue missions, and spirited conversations over way too many glasses of champagne and assiettes of frites into just a couple of minutes? The inspiration came as I walked one of our regular routes in Paris, up Rue Raymond-Losseron, past the grave of Jean-Paul Sartre and Simone de Beauvoir, dropping off the dry cleaning at Saint-Cassec, down Crepe Street, and a left turn at Bar America, and into the Luxembourg Gardens, where, sitting in the good chairs, I found my words. My love, when we met on that fateful night at the Hotel Coast in 2018, that one night in its history where the service was on point and the atmosphere was warm and friendly, when you sat down next to me and said, "Hi," and the whole world melted away, I knew I'd met my match. Paul, you're an incredible person. Compassionate, principled, kind, friendly, optimistic, and with an infectious energy and enthusiasm. I've never met anyone who has clapped his hands in pure delight at the prospect of trying cola beer or tucking into a fresh batch of Red Rooster chips. You're an old soul who understands me and always tries to help when I feel sad about the state of the world. And you're handsome too. Yeah. My vows today, my commitments to you for the years ahead, are also inspired by our cats. And yes, to be very clear to everyone here, this structure was Paul's idea and I shamelessly stole it. In the words, of Gordon, I vow to be straight with you, to be honest, to share my thoughts and my feelings, and to always be ready to listen to you, to keep the lines of communication strong. In the name of Philos, I promise to be your friend, your confidant, and your champion, to love you unconditionally, even when you drive me a bit nuts. In the beauty of Dorothea, I vow to stay healthy with you, to eat well, to go to the gym, to keep up our 10,000 steps a day, so I always share the best version of myself with you. In the cheekiness of Delphine, I promise to lift you up when you fall. In the appetite of Ginge, I vow to keep exploring and tasting the flavours of the world with you, from the dodgiest warungs in Bali to the snootiest afternoon teas in London and the sublime heights of Jules Verne in Paris, and to drink the best wines now. In the kindness of Stanley, I vow to always be loyal and faithful to you. In the googliness of Gostus, I vow to continue being ridiculous with you, to keep up our ultra-competitive Uno nights, and perhaps one day give you an opportunity to reclaim the kitchen table championships, which I won comprehensively in 2020. In the fairiness of Athena, I vow to love you, to protect you, and to keep you safe. And finally, an honorary vow. In the spirit of Moon, I vow to be supportive, kind, and ready to stare down any challenges we face together. The song that's been playing is called The Ship Song by Nick Cave, and it reminds me of us. It's a beautiful song about two people who are connected by an intense and passionate love, a love that helps them transform and grow together. So every time they meet, it says that they make a little history together. And that's what we've done and what we'll continue to do in the years ahead. Make a little history together. Paul, I love you.
Just take it half a step forward and hold hands again.
Litsa, do you promise to be Paul's best friend, his faithful partner, and his one true love?
I do.
And do you promise to forever be there, to laugh with Paul, to lift him up when he is down, and to love and to support him through all of your adventures in life together?
I do.
Now, Caspi, the first ring, please.
Third try. Slide up halfway. And then repeat after me. Litsa, please take this ring.
Litsa, please take this ring. Litsa, please take this ring
As a symbol of my love
as a symbol of my love
and my commitment to you.
and my commitment to you.
Count to 3.
Chris, the next ring, please.
Just repeat after me. Paul, please take this ring
Paul, please take this ring
as a symbol of my love
as a symbol of my love
and my commitment to you.
and my commitment to you.
Count to 3, then put it on. Now get ready for a very big public display of affection.
Paul and Litsa have declared before us today their love and their commitment to each other. They have made special promises and have symbolised their union with the exchanging of rings. So it now gives me great pleasure to ask, Paul and Litsa, you can now seal your love and commitment with a kiss. Now, following the ceremony, if family could please stay behind for photos, while guests are asked to hold off on congratulating the couple until later at the reception. Instead, guests are welcome to grab a gelato and then head away from the ceremony over to the grassed area And Paul and Litsa can't wait to celebrate with you all from 6:30 at Songbird at the Ritz, where they'll start dinner off with their first dance. So now, without any further ado, we'll give the bride back her bouquet. And I invite all the guests present here today to stand, to welcome, and to show your support for the lovebirds, Paul and Litsa!